It's 9:27 a.m. It's 9:27 a.m. I swear, when I saw that it said 9:27, I'm like, it's light out, but I was like, that doesn't mean like 9:27 p.m., right? It's so early. Because my other video was over an hour. Did I start that at 8:27? I've never done that. I mean, maybe, but like, what? It's just weird. It's just outrageous at this point. What time it is. So, I still want to try to like connect with my intuition more. I'm like, I don't understand. It's also ironic because it's like, well, duh, that's just what happened. I'm like, oh, why did my twin flame block me? I want to know all the answers. But it's also like when my intuition tells me answers, I'm like, I could just believe the answer. But like, I'm like, no, I swear there's more to this, but I just don't know what it is. But there's never like more to the answer. Like, I just don't know what the answer is. But I could know what the answer is and be like, I don't know what the answer is. There's more to this. I don't believe it. But like, what should I even ask though? Why do I feel like I don't have clarity even though I don't know what part I don't have clarity on? Schizophrenia? That's funny. That's really funny. That's really funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's not really funny. What? You know, it means I'm judging. When you think about what is schizophrenia, if you have less judgment about sort of like your intuitive energy, like having a meaning, right? If you were like less closed off to like not being wrong, it wouldn't really be called schizophrenia. Like, I feel like the levels of what people want to call schizophrenia, usually it's like people are scared of what they think the answer is. And that's like the weird schizophrenia, right? Where they're like panicking because they're like, you know, or the unsafe version is like they're panicking because they don't understand why they're wrong about something or why they're right about something, but they're just like channeling something. But I feel like a lack of just channeling, like whatever the answer is supposed to be, but like a desperation to find the answer. Why do I feel like there's an answer that I don't know about that I'm searching for, but I don't know what the answer is? Why is there an answer? Why do I feel like there's an answer I'm searching for? The miser? I don't even know. The miser? Do I feel like I am lacking resources in some way? But I think there's like a substantial reason why it's chosen by somebody else. Who is choosing for me to not have resources? Guilt. Somebody with a lot of guilt. Well, why would they choose for me to not have resources? This is turning into a whole different reading, but it's kind of like hand in hand, right? Okay, so why is someone choosing for me to not have resources so they can have guilt? Someone specific? Okay, who? Who? I don't know if we already asked who, and that was the answer. Who? Sharing. Sharing? Oh, someone in the bloodline. Sharing energy. Okay. Compromise, because they think the compromise is for me to not have resources. Okay, leaking energy. Somebody thinks the compromise is that I just shouldn't have resources or something like that. Somebody thinks they can make a compromise on my behalf where an equal part of my energy is split up, but it's based on what they think an equal part is. because they don't have like an objective view of like me or anything. It's just a very biased view. I don't know. It's not really like clarifying like who or like why is this coming up? Because I wasn't sitting here saying I deserve somebody else's resources. So why is this coming up? Why is this even relevant? Why is this relevant? Because I'm not like a baby. Like I could like go get my own, right? Or I could try to. All my attempts are not working to go get my own, but like theoretically I could, right? So it's not just somebody else who has like infinite control over that. So what's causing this? Like what's going on? Flying out. Harmony? Oh, I'm just like allowed to get blocked by my twin flame and everything because does it like, why are we bouncing between different readings? Like, is that supposed to like mean a specific thing? Was it for fun? Where'd that go? I don't know where that card even went. Where did that go? Huh? I feel like I was blocked as like an offering. Like, you know when, ow, that hurt. I think I got like a bruise from like trying to get that. Like, I think I like hit the like thing, whatever. I think wood went like right here. I don't know. Maybe it's not gonna be a bruise, but that was weird. That was weird. Okay, so I feel like I was blocked as like an offering. You know what I mean? Like, you know when like somebody like does something weird, but it's like an offering somehow to somebody, or they think it is. Like, not that it is, but like they think it is. Was it like so I don't know if my twin flame tried to do it as like an offering of some kind to just block me. Okay. So strange. Okay. Let's see. You know what I feel? I didn't get the comparison card, but it's like somebody's like, wow, I wonder why these people didn't have a separation. You know what I mean? And then it's like a couple, like a specific couple or something. It's like as if people perceiving me talking about a twin flame, they would think of like a couple that's like actively together and be like, wow, I wonder why they don't have a separation. If a twin flame is supposed to be a real thing, it's like, whoa. First of all, that was going to be none of my business on so many levels, right? Because maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But you know what I mean? It's almost like people could look at it like, oh, well, if you have a twin flame but you're in a separation, I wonder why these people aren't in a separation. Well, nobody said they're real twin flames, but also nobody said they're not happy together. There's other reasons that could be happening, right? Just because two people are not like meant to be together doesn't mean that they have to go into a separation. Just so many weird things, right? If you're meant to be together, you don't have to be in a separation at some point, but if you're not meant to be together, that doesn't mean you can't be together. Hold up. Some people just straight up have like a harder or easier journey because they're meant to do something different. So, like, beyond illusion and breakthrough, like, the thing is, real twin flames have separations, and then there's real twin flames that don't have a separation, or real twin flames who don't know about each other and never find out. Like, so what? It doesn't invalidate it, I guess. That's the perspective. That's the, like, the energy I was sort of channeling. Like, is it in alignment if people think something weird? I don't know. So, I think part of why I keep wanting to talk about it, when my twin flame, there's almost like this thing where it's like, well, if I block you right now, we'll get like extra credit or something, but it's not something we're both gonna know about. Or I don't know. It's almost like as if it was like, oh, like the more rounds of like separation we have, like the more we actually overcome, right? Instead of trying to settle for like, well, I guess we've learned enough, you know? Because at any point in time, I guess you could be like, well, I guess we've learned enough. And that's what a lot of people do. But it's this weird paradox where like you do get something out of a longer separation because it's more like things were just difficult for longer. So the same thing you get out of like just life being difficult for whatever reason, you still get more out of it, like learning about yourself from that perspective or something. But it doesn't mean that's like fun. It doesn't mean it's like the fun part. Are there a lot of twin flames on the planet that are together? I'm curious what the ratio of like real ones is. Moment to moment, we have the number 2. That's not really an answer. Like I really feel like intuition is so hard to like connect to some parts of it, right? Like some of the questions I have are like the hardest to like get an answer on sometimes. I don't even know how many, I don't know if I believe everybody has one. I think a lot of the time I believe that, but sometimes I'm like, some of these people don't seem like they're ever gonna meet them. I think I've talked about that before, but like, there's so many perspectives. Like not everybody believes that everybody has one. I bounce around a lot. Woo! Almost all of those cards almost all fell across the room, but they didn't. This many. You cannot even see how many that is. It's like a whole deck. Not really, like a whole like half or like quarter. Like a lot. Sharing, kind of in reverse. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. Why is this energy so hard to like read? I think because I think that sometimes I pressure myself to think that all of your like channeling is like from the third eye. Like I feel like a substantial portion of like channeling isn't always from the third eye, but like I always get caught up in like it being so like from the third eye that like sometimes I don't know. But I think we have to be perceived in the incorrect energy a lot sometimes to be able to get out of it. Totality. It's like the card, I'm like accidentally losing the card or something. Totality, accidentally losing everything. Accidentally losing all of what? You accidentally don't know the way I feel? This one's embarrassed. I don't feel embarrassed though. So I don't know how my twin flame could feel embarrassed by totality. Accidentally losing everything because they're embarrassed. How did we even get this 2 times in a row? Because I was really sitting there shuffling. I don't know if you guys saw that. I was literally sitting there shitting. I was literally sitting there shuffling. Okay. Why did I just breathe weird? I was like, what? I just have no concept of like what is definitely even going on here, like for real. Like with my twin flame connection, like I'm in like such a weird energy with it. Like after getting blocked, it took everything that I believed that I was so sure about and knew about what phase we were in, and like all of the intuition I had about it, all got thrown away. And I was like, I don't even know. I don't even know how far over my head it went that like that could even possibly happen, you know what I mean? It's a different phase than I thought we were in. I was sitting here talking about it all on the internet. It's a different phase than I thought we were in. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different phase than I thought we were in, for real. But I think also if you sit in an energy yourself, you can be like, yeah, there was an argument a long time ago, many years ago, but like, we're fine now. But then it's like you just haven't talked to somebody in a long time, so it doesn't mean you're automatically both fine with it. So it's like, don't like be sure that anything is definitely true about your twin flame connection. You know what I mean? Because energy could change so fast. And you could go from... This card is trying to come out so fucking hard. But I want to take both of them. Both of those two. Here's the one that was trying so hard to come out. Inner voice. I feel very connected to my inner voice, but like my third eye is like closed. You know what I mean? That's how I feel right now. Like, I feel like I know who I am. Do I know who somebody else is? No, because when I thought I did, I found out I was wrong so fast. I still think all the information I was talking about is valid, but like, I think that like when you, it's almost like every separation, you go even harder, you go even further. In your twin flame connection, when it comes to like everything you were going to overcome, it becomes like a more substantial like energies, like what you're trying to overcome with them. Yeah, it's like a financial thing. It's like finances are the only part that matters or something. Which I get, because I'm also like, okay, I have financial blocks of my own. So if we were both working towards something, that doesn't seem like a bad thing. But like, there's also a weird thing where like I didn't know if him blocking me was either because he saw the AI photos or because he's preventing himself from seeing them, but he wasn't gonna ever go on my social media anyway, so maybe somebody from his comment section could have like gone and saw them and been like, and like told him, and then he could have been like mad, or not mad, but like could have like thought about it sooner, because maybe he'll see those and think about it and be like, and like want to end the separation because we're still twin flames, or maybe he'll see it and be like, oh no, that's terrible, or maybe he already saw it, or maybe somebody already told him about it, but like maybe he's like, maybe he's sort of thinking like, you don't realize how many people could have already seen it. The AI photos or the comment. I don't know. I think he thinks I'm scaring people away, which is funny. I bet I'm not the thing scaring people away. How could it be me? But maybe it's like to prevent that. I don't know. Okay, did he already see the AI photos, like, for real? Creativity? I don't think that's why I got blocked. I don't think he saw them. It doesn't feel like an energy where he saw them at all. I know it's like a yes card, but like, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like I'm doing something creative that he isn't supposed to know about. Like, see how she's reaching up to the crescent moon, but you can't see all of the moon. So it's like he saw part of what I was doing, which was the comments, but didn't see the AI photos yet. So what would he think if he saw them? Friendliness. That's why I'm like, I don't know, because I wasn't gonna take it like that would definitely be good, but probably isn't terrible. Probably just I have free will to do it or something, but like, I don't know. What wasn't supposed to mean something? It's like there's something that wasn't supposed to mean anything. I don't know. Possibilities and integration. I still just feel so blocked in understanding like what is going on. Why? Why are we not supposed to know? Because I feel like it goes beyond... I feel like deity is involved in the connection, or like trying to make sure we don't know the answer. Know what's going on. What part isn't supposed to be personal? The source and adventure. I don't know. I'm still like, what? I swear, I have no idea. I want to see if I could like draw something and like try to get like more answers from that. I really don't know. Let's see, what question should I be asking? I'm literally like, I have no idea. Like I really, really, really don't know. I think a lot of my intuition was balanced on like me not being wrong. So then it's harder to know what that even means. Like, am I right or am I wrong, you know? What am I supposed to, what should I ask? What's the next question I should ask? The Lovers? What kind of question is the Lovers? Are we twin flames? That's like a stupid question at this point, right? Friendliness. So we are with the 2 and the Lovers. Okay. I just seriously don't even have like a scrap of an idea of like what question I should even ask. Maybe, well, I don't know. Schizophrenia and guidance. I seriously feel like, what am I missing? Why do I keep wanting to ask the same question and still not having any answer? It was like so hard to open at first. Why, when you're blocked by somebody, do you feel completely different? Or is it just because it's my twin flame? I don't understand why. I don't know why it would make you feel. Let's see. I want to draw something. I want to see if I can get like ideas to show up about what it can mean. It's so funny. Again, just like the last video, I keep having this thought, you know, about like Jeff and Shalia, the twin flame coaches that are out there that exist. I've just never like worked with them, but like I keep like thinking about like, why am I thinking about them? I just feel like I'll get to the next level of what I'm trying to figure out if I like say that. I don't know why. Well, this looks pretty cool on camera and stuff, but it's not really helping me have like more ideas yet. We're not supposed to be separated. I have space for my albums to come out. That was a clear answer. This should be no surprise to you. I'm trying to draw to like activate, you know, some sigils. Trying to activate like my intuition and my energy. Essentially like a reading, but it's harder to get to in a way at the moment. I don't know why. You know what it is? When someone has a twin flame, but you have to perceive them as somebody who doesn't, you can start to, I don't know if it makes sense, like you see them the wrong way, but it causes like a bad energy to be there. It's like a starved, weird energy. I don't know, like, so if you perceive someone who has a twin flame, but you perceive them as somebody who doesn't, or with the wrong person, immediately you'll be in like a discomfort, like anxious type weird energy. But then if you fix it, you can find out who the right person is, because the stressful energy goes away the moment you connect them in your mind with like what true alignment would be. That I just learned on my own because there were people that stressed me out, and then I figured out who their twin flame was supposed to be because they were rejecting it so much, because it would have been weird if they didn't. But because of whatever reason they ended up in that way, there would be extreme anxiety until the right person is who they're seen with. But actually the right person, like, there's some things that are undeniable about twin flames existing, but some of them are weird. Oh, this is so cool. It reminds me of like Stragonona. I don't know if you guys saw those children's books, but there's like spaghetti everywhere, and like the whole entire town is full of spaghetti. Like the streets, giant like piles of spaghetti are like falling like down the streets. You know what I mean? Like a tsunami, but it's spaghetti. So Straganona, I've always sort of idolized like some of the drawings, but like it looks like this part where there's just swirls of giant piles of spaghetti everywhere. And Straganona is everywhere she goes, there's like giant piles of spaghetti that sort of just like fall on her or like whatever, like I don't know. Not really on her, but like all over the ground. Like it would be like spaghetti like 8 feet high on the ground and she's like swimming in it. And she's like, I don't know what to do. Everywhere I go, there's like, you know, spaghetti is there. Like it's like the most schizophrenic like children's book ever because it's like, what if you were attacked by a giant pile of spaghetti? Okay. I think bringing fun back into channeling helps because I don't know how it started to get like weird. Like it started to, I don't know why. I don't know where I'm at. Okay. Someone's like, I'm literally like, what's going on? Okay. I feel like someone's like, you don't have to understand something. I don't know what. Look how cool that looks though. I keep getting that. This is gonna be really hard for you. That like intuitive hint, but I don't know what it is about really. I don't know what it's even supposed to be about. But it's ironic. This is gonna be really hard for you, but then it's like, these look like trees. Like if you cut a tree and you see all the layers, you see all the years it's been alive, right? So each one kind of looks like a slice down the center of a tree at a different point of entry. You can see how long it's been alive, how many years it's been alive, how many lifetimes it's had. You can see how many lifetimes it's had the tree. Well, it's sort of like if it were a person, someone can see like how many lifetimes it's had. You can see how many lifetimes someone's been willing to do. Someone's been willing to do. But see how they're all different sizes? They either come from like very different parts of the tree, and it's like weird shaped, or they're all from different trees. So it's like so many slices, but you can see how many lifetimes they've each had. So like, oh, I don't think you would count that way, right? It wouldn't be 9, it would be like 4. 4. It'd be like you're counting to the center, essentially. 4, 3, 5. Oops, I drew that 5 so backwards. Okay. Okay, yeah. I don't even know. If people have to form independent thoughts, that become magical, they have to protect themselves to a stronger degree. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but my intuition is so blocked. I'm seriously trying to like do something to bring it back. Okay. But I know I can do this. I'm not giving up. Most of these have 4. Some have 3. Okay. And also, I don't even think I accurately like counted them, but like whatever. This is the number I decided is fine. So it's a little bit weird. People can be picked for all sorts of reasons. It's not always supposed to be what? People can be picked by who for all sorts of reasons. You're welcome. People can be picked for all sorts of reasons. You're welcome. I'm really trying to like channel like some form of like message for real. My dedication, I drew that one kind of messed up. Oh, it's about me being blocked by my twin flame. It's like me being blocked on Tinder because you don't want to see the wrong person there, I guess. Or get witnessed being there. Why would you not want to be witnessed being on TikTok? It's not Tinder, but also, I don't know. Okay. 78, 79, 79. 79. So, 79 is what I counted to. I don't know for what. I'm still trying to like figure out what I'm trying to channel, but that was so fun. Such a fun exercise that leads to zero thoughts. Zero thoughts with specific context at all. I have the same block at my altar. I usually don't. That's why I'm like, whatever this new energy is, I have turned a new leaf. Something is messing me up. I'm like, it's not like a soul tie, because with a twin flame, you automatically have a soul tie that doesn't like cut, I guess you could say. But, and I wasn't like just thinking about my twin flame at the altar. I was thinking about all kinds of stuff. So for there to be a new block that I'm just not used to and it's never been there, it's not like, I don't know. I'm like, what is this? Am I not taking this block as a warning, but I should be, of something? There's a harder energy. And this is going to be so hard for you, is what I literally keep hearing. I'm like, I did want to go to the cemetery a little bit though. My phone's like charging. It's already at 100%, but I didn't want it to die. Like, you know, I want to like walk over there. Just because I haven't been to a cemetery in a long time, and I was like, why is there one near my house, like a mile away? I was like, as a witch, I haven't been to a cemetery. And what if that brings some of my intuition back, because I don't know where it went recently, right? Why am I drawing this again? Do I need to do this again? That would be like silly, right? But like, I feel like I'm taking that as like a yes, like, but like, it's like, obviously I can form my own thoughts, but like, I feel like I want to always be in like a channeling energy so that I'm so ready to like channel information if I need to, as a witch. And why was I taking that as a number of years? Well, I feel like that was totally the answer for the other one we were just doing, but we're doing a totally different one, so it doesn't have to be about that this time. It can totally be about something different. I don't know what yet. Why did the idea of like a paleontologist just come to my mind? Dinosaurs, right? That's what a paleontologist does? I think they study dinosaurs. But I don't know. I think so. There's like a competitive energy and a paleontologist. There's supposed to be a study of dinosaurs for a living. Well, obviously that's what a paleontologist is. I'm like, whatever energy I'm channeling is like stupid. Like, of course that exists. But also I feel like sometimes you have to let yourself be stupid and weird to like get your intuition back, right? I don't know where it went, but I didn't do anything to make it go away. So that's why I'm like so betrayed by the fact it went away. I'm like, what is going on? Whatever my twin flame is doing, it's weird to blame it on that. I do blame it on that because I was doing everything that should only be making my intuition stronger, right? Is the next album supposed to be like Dinosaur Bones? Probably not. I have so many I'm currently working on. Like, that would be cool, but like, I have so many I'm currently working on. If I wanted to add something about Dinosaur Bones, I would. But I just have a lot of songs I have to record that are not about dinosaur bones. I know these are just trees, but it looks weirdly sexual for some reason. I don't even know. It does. Kind of, I don't know. I don't know why. But only because my imagination can make it about that for no reason. What do these have to be? They look like dinosaur eggs at the last row. Dinosaur eggs. Hatchlings? Dinosaur eggs. Like frozen dinosaur eggs hatching? Or they're frozen dinosaur eggs? You know how there's like frogs that can freeze? Do we have any frozen dinosaur eggs on the planet, or are they all fossilized by now? I really don't want to be a paleontologist. I just need to know Is it possible there's like frozen ones? Like we had like a dinosaur ice age that like never fully thawed or something. The bottom row is so dinosaur eggs. Actually, they're also dinosaur eggs. Maybe they're not trees, they're dinosaur eggs. Dinosaur eggs. I don't know. I was like, do I feel like somebody's like storing dinosaur eggs somewhere that are like frozen but could hatch? I don't think that's really possible, right? Because aren't they all fossilized by now? What if they were frozen the whole time? I don't know. Wouldn't it be cool if like dinosaurs walked the earth again? I don't know. I'm not saying I support it because I don't want the ones that like will bite you in half. Ow, this is so hard to open. I'm like trying so hard. I cannot do this. I don't know what to do. I cannot open it. Is there a better way to open this? Oh, I got it. I was literally like, I don't want to have to get up and run it under hot water, which is what I do to make sure the glass softens enough for the cap will unscrew. If you ever have like a jar you can't open, if you run it under hot water, poof, open. Which is so not relevant to the conversation, but yeah, like if you have like a jar, glass jar under hot water and then try the cap. Earlier, when I was drinking my first one of the day, actually it's only 9 a.m. and this is the second one I'm having. That's kind of extreme, right? It's fine. I don't know where my trend of these started. Whoa. Wait, that scared me. There's a bubble in the glass. It's not like leaking, right? That scared me so badly. There's a chip in the glass, but it's on the outside. It scared me so badly. Broken glass. Yeah, it's like one of my side projects in life is to be scared of broken glass. It's fine. It's not like a real, it's just like an imperfection on the outside. It's not like leaking. But it scared me so much. I was like, wait. I'm not like dying, am I? Like, I swear I could take that way too seriously. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not real. That was scary though. And it's like a tiny chip. You know what I mean? It's not like, not to speak that into existence or anything, but it's like a tiny amount that like, no one's ever died from like a chip of glass that tiny. Only because I know it would be so bad. But like, sometimes, if you think about it, there's probably imperfections in food all the time we don't know about. Like tiny imperfections in food. I'm not saying it's glass, but like I'm saying like, if there's like, if you're eating a shrimp and there's like a sharp part of the tail or something, you don't die. You know what I mean? Or like, you're eating a fish and there's like a sharp bone in it, you don't die, because your body's like more resilient than that, but like, it doesn't mean like, eat broken glass. Like, oh my god, people would die if they tried to do it intentionally, you know what I mean? Because then, so many reasons why. But like, I think you know what I mean, that like, if there's like a sharp grain of sand or something, you don't die. But you don't want to do it. Like, you don't, oh my god. What kind of conversation is this? I think you know what I mean though, that if there's imperfections in food, you normally don't have to find out about it. Especially if it's like microscopic. But that doesn't mean you want that, but like, you know. I don't know. Maybe that's all for these dinosaur eggs. Assorted dinosaur eggs. I should have to like connect with my imagination more and more and more so I can figure it out. I want to draw like the worst plant ever. The worst plant ever. What makes it the worst one? Right, I don't want to accidentally make it the best plant ever. I think I'm accidentally making it the best plant ever. Wait, what is that? That looks scary. I was like, am I drawing the molecular structure of something scary? But now it looks cool. It looks like a firework. I accidentally made something legendary and I don't know what to do about it. Okay, I feel like, you know, when people are like, they make like glass sculptures, if I looked like this and it's one of those ones that are like blue with like a little bit of orange and red and some white in there, it'll look like that. It could be like sitting on a table like this, right? But this is like a little longer, so it's like to there, and this is like that. I'm drawing with like a copper wire. It's actually just marker, but you know what I mean. I wanted like the swirly part to be like a copper wire, like kind of orange in there. And then these could be like copper wires too, but I feel like they're like black ones, like around. I think that's fun. Teeth. This could be like a ketchup bottle. A secret relationship? What kind? Dark skies. I feel like it's because I'm always in like more of a channeling energy, not in like a creation energy. A lot. Like, you know what I mean? You know, when you're trying to like pressure yourself into like finding a particular answer instead of just choosing what the answer is. But I think sometimes it's possible to be like, but what if I try to choose what the answer is and I choose wrong? Isn't that real? And then it's like you could manifest like sort of backing that up and like only having like a positive outcome of that. But then sometimes you're like, don't I just want to know what the real answer is instead of creating an answer? I think I don't want to feel like I'm doing nothing, but I don't know why I would feel like I'm doing nothing even when I'm at my altar, even when I'm like doing spells. I can still feel like I'm doing nothing. So I'm, you know how like sometimes it's like you're trying to find like a deeper level of like magic? Like sometimes it's like, what if there's like a deeper level of magic I'm still working on finding, but I want it to be like whatever's personal to like me? But I don't know why I'm not finding the next level enough. I feel like mine's like more outside the box though. It's like if I went to the cemetery trying to connect with like a siren or something, you know what I mean? But there's no water there. It's like where there's emotions, there's water. Like there could still be one. You know what I mean? Like it's like if I did that and it's like, but is that the part that doesn't make sense or is that the part that makes perfect sense? But then of course, like people could have like their own answers for like how that makes sense. But I feel like there's also like alien energy at cemeteries. I'm not trying to get like abducted, but I'm trying to see like where can I find the next leaf, right? The next gold leaf, like turning a new leaf. Like where is the next something that I'm trying to find? Where is the next thing I'm trying to find? And like, why am I still getting disqualified from jobs for no reason? I needed to leave them behind, I guess. Like, I'm just like, roar. I think I need more projects to do at my altar because, like, I feel like I'll go to my altar and, like, meditate, but, like, I need to, like, have, like, a project that I'm, like, supposed to do there because even though I have so many songs I'm working on and chapters of my book, sometimes I just need something else to work on. I don't even know why. It's weird because I'm in like this searching for something energy without knowing what I'm searching for, which is probably how my twin flame feels, ironically, because it was triggered by me being blocked. It's probably that he doesn't know what he's searching for, but he's searching for something. But if I'm out of the way, then he'll have an easier time searching for something. I don't really get it because clearly if the connection's that strong and you're running from it and your plan is, this was too strong of a connection, but I'm going to start searching for something, that would be kind of weird, right? I don't know. But I don't think it's really about that. I'm not in like this like love energy. I don't feel like it triggered like a love energy, you know? I feel like it triggered more of like a searching for something magical energy. Even though I already have something magical, but like what's the next magical thing I want to search for? He probably tried to keep the possibility of himself coming back into my life until the moment he decided to block me. Or decided to block me and secret and like held on to that in secret, right? There was this weird... Okay, wait, I want to talk about that. Even though this is at 58 minutes, it's kind of a long video, but when he blocked me, or okay, not when he blocked me, when he deleted my comment, because I had like a cat emoji comment under his post. Or actually I'll say like, that's not when like the weird things started. Like the day before I applied for, or not applied, the night before I interviewed at McDonald's a while ago, what was that? The neighbors? The night before I interviewed at McDonald's, I kept having this like really anxious energy the whole evening. This was like right before hantavirus was like found out about on the cruise ship. So I think in part it was about that, but it was like about my twin flame. I kept wanting to reach out. I kept feeling so anxious the whole night. Not even about me, about him. So I was like, why am I so stressed? I'm never this stressed. Like, I don't know what this is. But it was also about the hantavirus contamination on the cruise ship. So it was both. I was like so panicked. I was like, I don't understand what this is about. I don't understand what this is about. I don't understand at all what this is about, right? So I was like so panicked. I was like, I don't understand what this is about. So stressed for like 8 hours or like 12 hours, right? Just stressed for the entire time. So stressed the entire time. So stressed. But I didn't know what I should reach out and say, but it's also not like we're on like talking terms, so I just didn't. But I felt like a weird responsibility not to, which was way more disturbing. that I decided to give into was like their responsibility not to say something, but I was way more stressed about that because I was like, I don't know what that even means. But then I was like, is this about hantavirus? Is this about him? Is this about something else? Because all of that was like happening at the same time. Right? Even though I didn't have a name yet, like hantavirus, but like I was like, is this about like a pandemic or is this about him? Like, I don't know. I was so panicked. I was like, I have no idea what this is. Right? Anyway, that will always like stand out to me, like how extremely negative the energy was. Like what was going on. And then, so I kind of was like, okay, like I won't reach out and say anything, but I was definitely scared. I was definitely stressed. I didn't know what this was. I was like, I don't know if he's fine. Like, I don't know what this is. Yeah. But I was like, I don't know about the whole planet. Is the whole planet fine? Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, because, again, like, hantavirus too. It was, like, both at the same time. I was like, I don't know what this is. And so that stressed me out, like, 10 extreme amount. And then, after that, like, there was the time when my comment, the cat emoji, got deleted. I wasn't there the exact moment that it got deleted, clearly, but like when I saw it, I was like, there was a weird energy of what happened. It felt like communication that it got deleted. It didn't feel like a lack of communication that it got deleted. That was the communication that it got deleted. That was the communication that got deleted, but it was like it was communication because it was communication and energy, but I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It was like the energy that was cast, it was like the stomach is like a black hole. I was like, this is, I don't know, like in the sense of like, you know what I mean in like science? Like it was like that, right? It's like something, energy goes away that's not like returned or something. It was so scary. I was like, I don't understand what that is. I understand the comment got deleted, but that seems like the friendly energy here. Is it the comment got deleted? But something really scary was happening, and that's what he was communicating through the comment getting deleted, which is why I was like, this is like way above my head if I'm supposed to know what this is. I don't know what that means, though. It was like some really dark energy, like with the comment getting deleted. I was like, I don't know if this is supposed to be about the future or the past. Is this supposed to be about you, about me? Like, I don't know what this is. It wasn't just like, oh, it would be bad if I got blocked. Like, I think it crossed my mind, like, okay, like, it's possible to get blocked. But, like, I just don't understand what, like, it was a really dark thing. It was about, like, cremation or something. I don't even know. It was about cremation. It was about people not having food. It was something so scary. Like, when I tell you, like, how scary it was. Just for the comment to get deleted, but that's what the energy exchange was. But I think you guys remember the post that I was talking about, how it felt like this really, like, it was, like, nice. Like, it was, like, a beautiful street. In the video, he was, like, in Japan or whatever, right? So, but I remember when I saw it, the energy being, like, heavy and, like, stressful, and I was thinking about all kinds of, like, scary stuff. I was, like, thinking about how, like, not trying to think about it, but, like, you know what I mean? I was thinking of, like, has anyone ever been, like, murder on this street, right? Then after he deleted my comment, and that was the time the comment was deleted, then I remember seeing, like, sort of a vision of him holding, like, as a Gorgon, holding Medusa's head, like, walking down the street, like this, you know what I mean? Like, sort of, like, below shoulder height, right? Like, kind of proudly walking down the street like that. And it was about like the energy being misjudged, misrepresented, misunderstood, and then that vision being like what the correct energy would look like. Oh, there's like a little flower outside. It's like a little like white flower. And I think it crossed my mind, like, okay, yeah, if I comment again, it could get deleted, but also or not just deleted, but like I get blocked or something. I was like, maybe he was like, after this time you get blocked or something, I don't know. But I was like, I'm actually being like very positive, so I don't understand why I would get blocked. Like, I kind of didn't get it. I didn't really get it. Because I was like, okay, it crossed my mind, but like, I'm not like doing something bad. All I did was comment something that seemed positive. I think if I comment something that seems nice and positive, it's not like some evil thing that deserves like punishment. I wasn't gonna see myself that way. I wasn't gonna hope somebody else saw me that way. I wasn't gonna understand why my twin flame would have saw me that way. So then I just commented something else that was positive because it seemed nice. Like, I'm like, if we're supposed to be more telepathic than that, then it's not there and it can't really be a standard that I'm held to. I think he tries to hold me to a standard of having magic that he doesn't have, and that's not how it works. Like, especially not if we're operating with like connected like chakras or anything. Like, just because I'm practicing magic and you're not, obviously, yeah, it means I'm actively growing mine. But I think people have to understand that like if you're incarnated on Earth, you do not have like, you're not really born levitating. Or if you are, you're like the only person on the planet like doing that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the standard universally, but like, I'm not born with like anime magic. You know what I mean? I can't possibly be held to the standard of having telepathy to a degree that you don't also have. Even if I'm trying to grow it, I cannot be held to a standard of having like universal telepathy to the point where like you're not anywhere near me and I automatically know everything. I think a lot of the time I can like pick up on energy and stuff, but that does not mean by any means that I should be held to having a level of telepathy that my twin flame can't have, or that if it's not in person that I always know everything. Like it's sort of like, oh, just because it crossed my mind it's possible for me to get blocked, it's just because, okay, like that's his account. Like I wasn't like, oh, I'm doing something so evil that I'm definitely gonna get blocked. I commented like a cat emoji and then I commented like another positive random like TikTok sticker. Okay. I can't possibly be held to a standard where you're misinterpreting everything and I'm the one responsible for it, like universally. I just think my twin flame tries to hold me to the standard of him being the one who's different every day and me being the one that doesn't ever grow, so I have to always be perfect. And it's like, that's just not how it works. It's also not going to go different ways and be sometimes true for one of us and not the other one. Like, that doesn't even make sense. I'm stressed. So I think also it's like out of context. He'll try to hold me to like a standard, right? But then it's like he didn't even try to understand what the context was from my perspective. He just wants to try to hold me to like some standard years in retrospect. Like, you either could have told me how you felt back then, or you can assume that we both changed as a logical, not an intelligent person. If you're gonna hold me to some weird standards, I could hold you to the standard of understanding basic stuff. That like, if you grew, we both grew. That's not that hard to understand. That is not hard to understand. If you grew, we both grew. If that's not what you understand, then like, I'm like, I wasn't really trying to like even calm myself down at this point, but like, if we're both remotely on the same level and he does not understand we both grew, then we both need serious help realizing some stuff. Like, I wasn't gonna say that hopefully the world's ending if we can't even figure out like basic stuff, but like, like what's going on, you know? But like at this point, what do we have to do to be able to understand the basic stuff then if it's both of us? Like, is there something else going on? Like, I think it's also like when you have a twin flame, certain parts of your intuition can be like more connected, or you can have like certain kinds of telepathy with them, but not have other kinds, and you haven't had to work on the other kinds yet. So with separation, you're like, can we even work on this kind of telepathy that's totally different and weird? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel held to like some weird standard about something I don't even know about. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, prove it if I'm supposed to know something I don't know. Prove that you know something you're not supposed to know. Then maybe we both know something we're not supposed to know. Twin flames are not that different on like either side. If I'm practicing magic so much, we probably just maybe both upgraded, or I upgraded to a degree that I was allowed to upgrade, even if it's just myself, you know what I mean? And like, that's fine. Then that's fine. But you have to be able to understand the standard of how much you can expect someone to upgrade during their lifetime. That's like being like, levitate right now or you're gonna get blocked. What does that mean? What does that even mean? You levitate right now or you're gonna get blocked. I don't understand. Like, you cannot 0 to 100 yourself right now. If you expect me to, you expect something so one-sided. I just think that's how he is about women, though. That sounds mean, but like, I think that's how he is about women then. I don't know what the odds are that they are like something with superpowers, but he's not. Oh, but that's because he's a man, so like, those ones are just the ones with superpowers, so they're held to this impossible standard. Hold me to that impossible standard. Be the one who's disappointed because I'm gonna know why I didn't do something different. Imagine blocking somebody and still being the one who's disappointed that it happened. Imagine blocking somebody and being the one who's disappointed that you blocked somebody. Don't be so disappointed you blocked somebody. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to figure out. It's not actually hard. It's probably the easiest thing to figure out. If I'm supposed to instantly understand something, but you would not understand if someone expected you to understand that for no reason, why would you expect somebody to understand something without proof that they are going to be able to understand it? That literally hurt my finger. I like cut my finger on like the wood. But seriously, I do not understand. Holding somebody to an a standard without realizing that it's like the most unrealistic standard ever. Maybe he just blocked something. I'm not even a person, I'm just an object. I don't know. Maybe he blocked me because he probably wanted to start posting something about me and didn't want me to see it, or he posted something about somebody else and didn't want me to see it. I don't know. What's he gonna just be like making out with somebody on his story or something? I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't want me to see that. Or intuitively would be like either feeling guilty or feeling like jealousy over it because of me feeling jealousy. He'd be like, I don't know why I feel jealousy right now. Like when I saw it or something. Not that I would even feel jealous. I'd probably just be kind of sad. I'd be like, damn, okay, like you wanted me to see that for what? I probably would take it that way. But I don't know. I don't really care that I got blocked. But I don't know why it's messing my energy up more. Probably because he's supposed to feel like his energy's messed up after blocking me. Which means it has to go both ways. That's kind of obnoxious, right? Maybe he can't put 2 and 2 together, so this is to make sure that he feels like his energy got messed up after him blocking me, but at least I'm gonna know why because I'm smart. Well, we're both smart, but he's probably using his intelligence in a different way. That intelligence is going somewhere so far away if he thinks I was that, like, from the same concept, if he thinks I was supposed to understand why I got blocked. Like, yeah, I'm not stupid, but, like, that doesn't mean I know. Like, clearly we don't have that kind of telepathy. Again, why would you be holding someone to the standard of telepathy in a forum? That's ridiculous. There's telepathy, then there's the best magicians on the planet, the most talented psychics. You would not hold them to this suspiciously stupid degree of telepathy. I'm being held to the degree to like I am being held to the standard of having telepathy that's like not even real. Like, if you can't do it yourself, why are you holding somebody to a standard you cannot even prove is real? Some people are just not. Some people are built different. Built different for like being the dumbest person ever. Like, I sound so mean, but some people are built different for being the dumbest person ever. Like, you were designed to be stupid. Congratulations, you were designed with the one purpose in mind, to be stupid. You were designed to be the dumbest person ever. And that's what you can prove, more than anything. Maybe he's just in school and needs to focus, and I ruined that, apparently. So cutting off lines of communication permanently is the only way to focus, because you're stupid. Or you'd be able to figure out other ways. What? I was also held to the standard of expecting that. Okay, guess what? In the future, you're gonna have to be expecting. Because the fact this is not going both ways is crazy. What does that even mean? Like, you would not want to be held to the standard of expecting something that you were just not expecting for no reason. Like, at this point in time, I have to be the dumbest person who's ever existed. Or nothing is gonna make sense. Like, I have to be the dumbest person ever, or this is not gonna make any sense. What? I don't really care about what. You know when people... Whatever. I'm so done with this video. I love you guys. Goodbye.